Hello and welcome back to Not Just Buildings. Now, you might be wondering, do I have the right podcast? What on earth is Not Just Buildings? Well, listener, I'm pleased to tell you that we have renamed Chamber Vibes to something that more accurately reflects the purpose of this podcast, which is to tell the stories of businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia, which we do by talking to the real local people working behind the scenes. Plus, the new name is pretty catchy, and it's inspired by longtime chamber and board member Bill Moss, who always says that businesses aren't just buildings, they're people. Thank you, Bill, for your years of service to our chamber and business community. We appreciate you. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking with us as we grow, and if you're new to the podcast, we're glad to have you join us as we kick off 2026. Now, for our official introduction, welcome to Not Just Buildings, where we interview the local people behind businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia. My name is Foster Garrett, and I am the Director of Marketing and Events for the Bedford-area Chamber of Commerce, which is a membership organization whose mission is to serve as a catalyst for local business success, a convener of regional leadership, and a champion for a vibrant and resilient economy. However, before we get to the interview, I would like to highlight some of our upcoming programming and events. We offer a little bit of everything for everyone, so I encourage you to stick around to learn more about what's next. But if you want to just jump straight to today's interview, no worries. You can find all of our programming on bedfordareachamber.com, and I'll drop our phone number at the end of this episode, so make sure to listen all the way through. First up, we have our In With the New Chamber Kickoff event coming up next week, which is crazy to me, on February 26th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Bedford-area Welcome Center. Now, this event was supposed to be in January, but because of Snowmageddon, we had to move it. So I am very hopeful that I will see all of you there next week. You can come by for 5 minutes or the full 2 hours. It's up to you. There's no need to RSVP. It's free and open to the public, so you don't have to be a chamber member to attend. Just come on by, enjoy some refreshments, meet some of our newest members, enter our mega grand raffle, which is amazing for all of your business needs if you're looking to kick off the year on a strong foot. We have exclusive advertising, sponsorships, tickets, all sorts of things included for it. You do have to be a chamber member to win, but if you win and you're not a member, it might be a good reason to join. But it'll be a lot of fun. Our friends at the Bedford-area Welcome Center, which is home to our tourism team, are co-hosts for this event. And you'll get to learn about all things Bedford. Come on out, whether you're a member of our business community or if you just live or work in Bedford and you want to come on by. Bring your kids, bring your family, bring your friends. We'd love to see you. Come enjoy some refreshments from Bridge Street Cafe and get to meet all the people behind the chamber, whether it's me and Kayla, our staff members, our board of directors, our ambassadors, or people on our committee. There's lots of fun things going on. Beyond In With the New, we have a couple of things coming up in March. First up is one of our biggest events of the year, and is probably one of the most complicated events that we have to plan, our Career and Technical Education Expo on March 18th. That is an amazing partnership between us and Bedford County Public Schools. Our chamber has been doing this event since 2017. It did take a pause during COVID, but we brought it back in 2023. But it is a full-day career exploration event for all of the 8th graders in Bedford County Public Schools. We bring them to Susie G. Gibson Science and Technology Center to meet different teachers at that school and at their base school, to meet all of the professionals in the area that are interested in connecting with local students. We'll have demos and activities for them so that they can kind of learn about all the courses that are available to them as they go into high school. And also all of the careers that are available in our area, such as agriculture, construction, all sorts of different trades and different things that are in high demand and also make Bedford area what it is. So if you're interested in connecting with local students and participating in this event, there's no cost to you. We just ask you to commit to being there for the full day. It's from 9:30 to 3 o'clock. And to have an activity or a demonstration for the students to interact with. You won't see all 700 students, so don't worry about that. You'll see more about 200 throughout the day. We'll also feed you lunch. The Susie Gibson culinary program is actually going to be making lunch for everybody, so that will be awesome. But it's a great way to inspire the future generation, help introduce them to all the different avenues to success right here in the Bedford area. and to also build relationships with the teachers that are at each school, because there are over 60 different CTE courses in Bedford County Public Schools, and that's not including Susie Gibson, which has 15 different programs that end in certifications and things like nursing and HVAC and automotive repair. So super excited for that event. It's a big one. It's coming up. But if you're interested, we'd love to have you participate. And if you can't make it happen this year, maybe next year is the time. Also in March, we have a smart networking session all about recruitment, retention, and talent development. That's going to be amazing. It's on March 31st from 10 to 12 at the Bauer Center for the Arts. If you're looking to improve the ways that you stand out to job seekers and amongst other employers in the area, and help train and upskill your employees and keep the ones that are really amazing, this is a great way to hear from a lot of different professionals working in workforce development, and also HR professionals working in this area, and just see what are some of the things that they're doing to strategically find and grow their people. So that's all I'll talk about this morning. We have a lot more going on, but this is not about us. And like I said before, you can learn about everything that I just talked about and more on Bedford-area-chamber.com. And you're always welcome to reach out with questions. The Chamber would love to hear from you, whether you're a Chamber member, a community member, or just a listener who enjoys our podcast. But that's enough for me. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce today's guest, Leah Jones with Confident Equipment and Kubota of Lynchburg. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me back.
I know, this will be a lot of fun. I feel like you'll have a lot of updates compared to the last time I had you here.
A lot has happened.
That's a good thing.
It is a very good thing.
Well, Leah, before we kind of dive into it, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and then about your businesses?
I'm Leah. I do the marketing for my family's 4 businesses, which are the 2 Kubota dealerships, as well as Beeline Transport and Lynchburg Powersports. So I spend a lot of time with equipment and a lot of time around heavy machinery. And I make content and do all of the things for all 4 of those. So I stay very busy. But when I'm not doing that, I chill with my 4 cats that we were just talking about before we hit record.
And we both agree that cats are better.
Yeah. So those of you who voted dogs in that chamber poll were wrong.
You're wrong. I love all animals, but
cats are superior.
They are superior. And they know it.
They do. They really do.
Well, it's cool that you guys have 4 different businesses. I know that's very different managing each one from a marketing perspective.
It is.
And we've talked about, you actually have a master's in marketing.
No, just a bachelor's.
Just a bachelor's? Oh, you're not?
I did
that fancy.
I went to one grad school class and said, nah, I'm good.
That's totally valid. That's totally valid. But I think it's really interesting the amount of cool people that we have that are doing different forms of marketing in this area. Mm-hmm. Some people are self-taught. Some people have the experience. Some people kind of fell into it. And some people have a lot of different things going on that require them to step up and do the work. But I'm excited to have you not only on this podcast, but also in our upcoming Smart Networking session about all things marketing.
Yes, that'll be a really fun day. Looking at who else is on the panel, it'll be really fun.
Yes, it's you, Chris Morris with Eagle's Eye Creative, Nicole Johnson with Destination Bedford, our tourism department, and Woody Watts, who's owner of this very studio. And I feel like I've had all of you in for smart networking, for marketing topics before, but this is the first time I've put you at the forefront of it.
I know it's gonna be really great.
It'll be a lot of fun, and I think people will get a lot out of it because you guys are so diverse with what you do.
Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. It's May 19th.
Yes,
I had to go back into the back of my brain for that one.
I literally planned a vacation around.
No,
that.
Really?
We were looking at going that week anyway, and I was like, well, I have to be in town through Tuesday.
Yes. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, that'll be May 19th from 10 to 12 at the Bedford-area Welcome Center.
Yes.
So that'll be a lot of fun. But that's not why we're here.
No.
So tell us, if you want the overview on Confident Equipment, go listen to the past episode. But can you give people just kind of an overview of how Confident Equipment got started and branching off from your other businesses?
Yeah, we kind of always, when we took over the Lynchburg dealership in 2017, it was kind of a long-term goal to be a multi-location dealership. And the opportunity came up to purchase the franchise in the Bedford-Roanoke area. Mm-hmm. And one of the conditions that Kubota had was you cannot keep the same building that they had it in before because it doesn't meet our current branding standards. So you need to find a new building. And we were like, where do we find a building? We're not going to build a building because that's way too much of something to take on. And so we put it in the abandoned Dollar General in Montvale, which some people thought we were crazy to do. Mm-hmm. And I think people still think we might be a little crazy, but listen, Montvale's catching on. They're renovating the school. Like, we started that.
I think it's so funny to hear you say Montvale's catching on because that's not been the case for the whole 25 years.
No, someone had to lead the charge.
Yeah, somebody had to lead the charge. And I think that's amazing because as soon as you guys made that decision, there immediately started being growth happening in that area. There's different businesses that are coming in. Like you said, the Montvale school is getting renovated, which is awesome.
Our neighbors across the street.
Yes. So there's a lot happening. And I think in the next 5 years or so, we'll see a big increase in the amount of traffic and the amount of people that are shopping in Montvale. 460 West is about to pop off.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening and wants to open another restaurant, like, Dale's is great, but it is the only option.
It is the only option. And I love that you guys took the old building and have made it into something that I don't think people could have ever imagined.
Even, I don't know, Kubota Corporate's listening, sorry, but even they were like, I don't know if this is going to work. Are you sure you want to put it in a Dollar General? We're like, yeah, we want to do that. It'll be fine, I promise.
It's a great, like, open space inside. You guys have lots of space outside for all your equipment.
And inside, the Lynchburg store is extremely jealous of the showroom that we have in Montvale because we can only fit maybe, if we're cramming like lawnmowers in there, we can fit 15, 20. They can fit 40 in the Montvale.
That's
store.
Awesome.
And then when it's cold or snowy or rainy, like, you can show the equipment inside.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I went there for your ribbon cutting, I really didn't know what to expect. And then I pull up and you guys have got like all this stuff outside and I go inside. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And I don't know anything about power equipment or machinery at all. But I was like, this is amazing.
You got to come back now. It's twice as big because we added on a shop.
You added on the shop. That was a long time coming.
It was. Bedford County, your zoning permits take forever.
But that's amazing that because you guys were hauling all your equipment from Montvale to Lynchburg, weren't you?
Yes, at no cost to the customer. We would let you drop it off in Montvale and we would take it on our own dime back to Lynchburg, fix it, service it, whatever needed to be done, and then bring it back. So we no longer have to do that because we have this. If you were familiar with the old building, it's about the same size in just a shop. We can fit so much stuff in there. It's crazy.
That's amazing. And I think it really shows like your commitment to your customers that you were doing that at no cost to them.
Yeah, we didn't want anyone to have to suffer because we didn't have a shop ready.
Yeah.
We were going to take care of you. It might take a day or two extra to get it back and forth, but that was on us. That was not on anybody else that we didn't have a shop yet. So
that's awesome. So what are the types of things that you can work on in the shop?
Any make, any model, any brand of tractor, construction equipment like a skid steer, an excavator, not the big excavators just because I don't think they'd fit in our shop, but like your Kubota sized excavators, your mid-size or little, any lawnmower, our mechanic out there is really good. So if it has a Kubota engine, we can probably work on it.
That's awesome.
Your generators, your pressure washers.
It's always nice having people that are that skilled that you can say, yeah, they can fix anything.
Yeah, he's really great. He actually lives out here and was working at Lynchburg store. And so we said, hey, do you want to work out there? It's a 2-minute commute from your house. He said, yes.
Yes, please. That was also something that was really cool to me is a lot of the employees there, they live in the area.
I think they all live within 15 minutes. The furthest would be Vinton.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Because I think when people think of like they hear like Kubota of Lynchburg, they don't necessarily think Bedford. And then for Confident Equipment, it's the Roanoke region.
Yeah, we extend kind of, there's a store in Blacksburg, so it's kind of where our border is that way, but we got a large territory.
Yeah, but it's cool that it's Bedford operated.
Yes.
It's very cool.
Very, very local staff.
Yeah, that's awesome. And with the shop, do you guys have a way to come to people if things break down?
We do. So we've had a service truck for a few years. It was 2 or 3. We have a recently 2-month-old service van. So for the smaller stuff, our truck has a crane on it, so it's the heavy duty stuff. We need to take your engine out in the field, we can do that.
Oh wow.
The van is more for your commercial cutters who have a whole fleet, who can't necessarily bring the whole fleet into the building at one time, but we can show up and do service. Boom, 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 boom. You're back up and running. Or your homeowners who just really want it done right then and there at home. We can come service your stuff at your house. We would love to do that. Let us bring our fancy new van out.
I feel like that's such a game changer too, because I've had one of our members, Justin Kelly, who is the owner of Zen Edge. He sharpens all sorts of tools and equipment, especially for dog groomers and people that run salons.
Mm-hmm.
And the typical business model for sharpening things is you go drop off your things and the sharpener gets to it when they get to it. Well, in the meantime, you don't have your tools for your trade, so you can't work.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yes, that's a big deal. So being able to go out into the field with your new amazing service van and take care of everything for people that maybe have landscaping businesses or things where they need their equipment, maybe not same day, but within a quick time frame. That is amazing.
Some people just don't want to be without their they might even be using it. They just don't want to leave it, or they want it done and over with. So we can come out and do whatever you would like us to do. If it was, a blown engine, we probably will bring that back with us.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is.
If it's a simple thing, we can take care of it in the field.
That's awesome. And especially for older adults who maybe aren't able to lift that type of equipment and get it to you.
And not everyone has a truck and trailer.
Yeah.
Are you going to go rent a U-Haul trailer just to bring your mower?
Oh, Lord.
No. We can do pickup and delivery too, so if you don't want to do that, we can take care of it for you. But different people just like different things.
Yeah.
When it comes to getting service done.
It's nice that you have a lot of different options for your clients.
Yes. No matter what you need, we can take care of you.
That's awesome. And we haven't even gotten into some of the products that you offer at the store.
Yes. We, I guess it was last summer, got the approval to add the Kubota construction line.
Oh, that's awesome.
So before then, we just had the tractors and lawnmowers and utility vehicles. So now we carry Kubota's full line of excavators, skid steers, articulating loaders. What else falls on construction? I think that's the 3 big things. But we knew that we would do well in construction, but this area is a construction market. We're shocked. They're outselling Lynchburg in construction equipment. It's
That's
crazy.
awesome.
Every time I turn around, it's Walter sold an excavator. Walter sold a skid steer.
That's really interesting. Do you think it's because there's so much growth happening with people building things in this area?
Compared to Lynchburg, people just have more land out here, and so they can do more projects.
That is really cool.
Lynchburg is very much a small residential tractor market because people have 5-10 acres. They want something to play with. We're out here, people are working.
Yeah, people are working. Agriculture is our biggest industry in Bedford County.
It's reflective in our equipment.
Yeah. We're third for hay in the state.
We have hay equipment. We had that before, but we do sell hay equipment. So
that's awesome.
Come talk to Walter. He would love to talk to you about hay equipment.
What do you think your biggest sellers are?
In general?
Just in general, yeah.
Out here, it is construction equipment, but we do sell a lot of side-by-sides as well.
Oh, that's cool.
People have a lot of land to drive across. And every now and then you get someone who's like, my driveway is long and I don't feel like driving my car to get my mail. So I'm going to get a side-by-side to go get my mail.
That's awesome. Yeah, one of my neighbors, he has a lot of land and he'd be zooming by on his golf cart. And I'm like, okay, I wish I could do that.
You need something besides your car. Sometimes.
Yeah. And I like to walk, but sometimes, especially right now, the ground is so wet and muddy. I walk around, I feel like I have Squidward feet. Seriously, the sounds, what I'm talking about.
Squelch.
Yeah, squelch. But that's awesome. And your other 2 stores, you have Lynchburg Powersports and you have Beeline Transport. Well, I guess Beeline isn't a store. Whatever.
It's not really a store. That's definitely a service.
Definitely a service. But do you want to talk about those for a second?
Yeah, Lynchburg Powersports, we just became an Indian motorcycle dealership.
Oh, that's cool.
I think the next closest is, there's one on the other side of Roanoke, but there's also one in North Carolina. So we kind of filled a little hole in the Southwest Virginia map of dealerships. and it is getting ready to be motorcycle season, and we have a lot of cool demo rides and events happening. The first will be upcoming on March 21st. This is across all Indian dealerships. You can bring in any power sports shirt, so like a Harley Davidson or a Yamaha or any brand. You can bring it in and trade it in for a new limited edition Indian 125th anniversary shirt and do a demo. So I'm curious to see who shows up to swap their shirts.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like very random too.
It is super random. Indian has been a very fun company to work with. We've only been with them for like 6 months. They do such a good job planning out these events and promos and like giving you the tools to actually do things. Not every brand I've ever worked with does that.
Yeah.
So their team is cool. But yeah, we have some stuff planned for the spring, and we have Indian has their motorcycle riding experience trailer that they take to different dealerships, where they put the entire brand new lineup in a big old trailer. And they're going to be at our dealership for 2 days in May to just let people demo things. So if you have ever wanted to ride an Indian, come see us. You can come see us anytime and do it, but like those days specifically will be added.
Like the full line to try it all out. That's super cool.
It'll be super fun. May the weather should be good, and it'll be warm. No more snow.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
You never know. And with Beeline.
Yes. I never know. Towing is one of those things that you don't want to need.
Yes.
But when you need it, it's good to have somebody who treats your property like with professionalism and respect. And we take pride in that. We do that. We also move equipment. If anyone needs any equipment moved from point A to point B, we use them at Kubota a lot to go pick up the really big stuff.
That comes in handy.
Yeah. Some of the very large equipment you do actually need a CDL to move. So our regular delivery driver can't just like throw it on a gooseneck trailer and take it.
Yeah.
It's a little too heavy for that. So
that's really cool.
It is handy having another company that can do that for us.
I hadn't really thought about that before. That makes sense though.
Yeah.
And you meant it when you said you spend a lot of time around heavy machinery.
I do. I would have never thought like almost 6 years ago when I came to work for my parents that I'd be like knowing facts and specs about things. But yeah. Here I am.
Wow, 6 years.
Yeah, it was 2020.
It's crazy to think that 2020 was 6 years ago.
I know. It does not feel real.
No, it doesn't.
It feels like maybe a year ago, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Not 6.
What was the first business that your family owned that they started with?
My dad started Beeline in 1998.
Wow.
So we had a 25th anniversary party, which I guess now was 2 years ago, but they've hit the 25th anniversary. He bought Kubota of Lynchburg, which was Farm Service Company, in 2017. We acquired Lynchburg Powersports in 23, and Confident opened in 24.
That's crazy. That's a lot of growth in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I went from having 2 jobs when I started to now having 4 jobs.
That's super cool, though.
And anytime he says, well, like the whole whisper about getting another thing, I'm like, no.
No, please.
No.
We're at our capacity.
I'm at my capacity. Let's stop. It will probably happen eventually, but.
Yeah, that's really exciting, though. I think that really speaks to the strength of our business community. Because when we came out for your ribbon cutting, it was so powerful to hear everybody. Like, it was so many different people from so many different people. It was crazy. And they were all there because they've done business with your family.
Yeah.
They've supported you along the way. I mean, there are people from like Foster Fuels to Woldridge to an astronaut. So
yeah, I forgot Leland was there.
Yeah, Leland was there. And he brought his dogs too.
Yes, he did. He shows up to all our events. He's so sweet.
He is. That was my first time meeting him, and I was like, and Bill was like, get on top of Leland's car so you can take the picture, so you can get the right angle. I'm like, is that okay? He's like, yeah, of course. I'm like standing on top of his truck. I'm like, I just met you.
The actual nicest person.
Yes, but it was just a really cool event, and hearing everybody talk about like knowing your family throughout the years and how excited they are that you took the risk of being in Montvale, of coming to Bedford County, and just kind of doing your thing and growing. And I think that's like reflected in Bedford too. A lot of people in our community, when they drive by your store, they're like, wow, that's a really cool place. Like, how long has that been there? I'm like, oh, it's only been there for a couple years.
Not that long.
But that's why you guys were our rising star last year.
We were very honored to be nominated in what was technically, I guess, our first year of being open.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so cool to see you guys grow that quickly. Starting out with just the shop, just the showroom, and then building on the shop, and then going to doing construction equipment, doing your mobile van, and keeping it real with Bedford people. Like, that's so cool. And you guys have also gotten pretty involved with our community.
Yes, we've had 2 really fun events in the last part of last year. My favorite was Montvale Elementary, just down the road from us, asked us to come to their career day.
Oh, that's awesome.
And elementary career days are so fun because you literally never know what these kids are going to say.
Yes.
Like, we give them a little, it was me and my husband, Zach, we give them a little, this is a tractor, this is a backhoe, like, this is how it works. We sell tractors, like, I mean, they're first graders. So very, very, and then you just get, my grandpa owns a John Deere right in the heart.
No.
Or my dad's tractor burned up in a fire. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, no.
But they were so fun. Montvale Elementary I've done several career days at different schools. They were so hospitable. They fed us cafeteria lunch, which was so sweet. So it's all these adults at these very tiny tables.
Oh my gosh.
Eating school pizza.
I'm just imagining everybody like in the tiny like elementary schooler chairs.
Exactly.
That's so
exactly.
cute.
It's like all these big HVAC guys in these itty bitty chairs.
That's adorable.
So that was really fun. And they were so sweet. And they sent us they kind of do a rotation where you get 3 classes that's randomly assigned. And they drew us pictures of tractors. And I framed some of them and put them in our finance office because they're so cute.
That is so cute. Kids are adorable.
They are so cute.
They're so entertaining.
They drew drawing tractors is just like geometrically, I guess it doesn't make sense when you're 7. They're the best representations of tractors.
I'm like trying to imagine what they could possibly look like.
I will
just
have
like a lot of orange crayon.
There was a lot of orange. I was very glad they used orange crayons and not green ones.
That's so cool.
And then we partnered with the Bedford Pet Coalition to do a free rabies clinic.
Oh, yeah.
Which we have the perfect setup for because the shop opens on both ends. So we can have people drive in the back. You stay in your car. They have a vet who does the vaccine and give you paperwork and you just drive through. Well, we somehow hosted the biggest event they'd ever had.
Oh my gosh.
They did like 115 rabies vaccines.
Wow.
To the point where the vet who was working her fiance had to go back to the clinic and get more rabies vaccines because they ran out.
That's amazing.
It was crazy. We already planned for having another one in September. Like, we have a way to do it better this time and make traffic flow better. But the funny part of that day was at the end of the day, the vet's fiance, he was still there and he's like, "Are you guys hiring by any chance?" And long story short, we ended up hiring him and he's our new delivery driver.
What?
He was moving here from Illinois and he's like, "I can't move until I have a job." And we're like, "You know what? We like your vibe. We saw how hard you work today.
Yeah.
You have a job." So he's our delivery driver now.
Sometimes things just fall into place.
Yeah.
That is amazing. 115 vaccinations.
Yeah, it was crazy. They all kind of sat at the end and they're like, "That was a lot."
Yeah. How long were you guys open for it?
I think it was 8 to 12. It was like our normal business hours. But I mean, people started showing up at like 6:30.
Really?
It was crazy. We're like, "We're not quite ready for you.
Please just wait."
The vet is not here yet.
I'm just like imagining like a line going out into 460.
Yeah, that's our change for next year because we kind of have 2 entrances. There's the one on 460, and then there's if you go around, like you were going to the farm and come in the back, we're gonna have to make people go that way next year because we had to call Bedford County and be like, "Hey, can you send an officer to control traffic before we cause an accident?"
That's a lot. That's amazing though. I think that really speaks to the need for affordable like pet care.
Yeah, they have a super cool mission where that's their mission is to provide affordable pet care for people. And my husband and I happened to be at the store the day that she came in to ask us, like, "Can we host this?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, we love animals." She's like, "Really? I've been to 2 other places and they told me no." I'm like, "Who's telling you no?"
Literally, who's telling you no? That's awesome though. Yeah, I think affordable pet care has been like a big movement in Bedford County because there's a lot of different animal organizations here, and some of them are focused on fostering, some of them are focused on providing medical care to the shelter dogs, shelter animals in general, but mostly the dogs because dogs need some help. And some are all about like TNR. But with the shelter doubling in size, part of what they want to do is provide affordable pet care. And I mean, those pet bills, they start racking up. There's a reason that BWXT is offering like pet insurance to employees now.
I think I said free. It was discounted rabies. I think it was $15.
Still, that makes
which is
a huge difference.
Well, people would bring their whole hunting dog fleet. So if you're buying 6 at a time at your vet, that's like $600.
Yeah.
So they showed up and they showed out, and it was awesome. The Pet Coalition does 4 a year right now in different quadrants of Bedford County. So we've become their Montvale stop.
Perfect. That's awesome. And I know you guys do different events like at your store throughout the year.
Yes. We unfortunately don't have the parking space up here in Montvale like we do in Lynchburg. Technically we have 10 acres at the Lynchburg store. We don't use all 10 acres.
10 acres is crazy.
Yeah. We have a lot more parking. But we are having an open house / Kubota calls it Orange Days sales event / Echo 1 day sale, March 28th, I believe, the last Saturday in March. So come see us. Come see our new shop. We'll probably have it open for people to see, since that wasn't physically there last time we had this event. There will be equipment demos. You can enter to win some cool prizes. We have all the Echo stuff is, I think, 15% off that day only. There's like the one day a year you can get a discounted Echo weed eaters, chainsaws, handheld tools. So, and we'll have donuts.
Donuts kind of sell it too.
People went nuts over the donuts last year. I brought them from
really?
Blue Ridge Bagels, and they were like,
Blue Ridge Bagels
God.
is so good, dude. They are so good. Nick put us onto that.
Yes.
They're so good.
Nick does love Blue Ridge Bagels.
He does. He brought them. He sponsored our coffee donuts bagels at our job fair in the fall. And I wasn't really expecting like anything crazy. Like I'd never had their food before. Why were they delicious?
They're so good.
Like they were a game changer.
I don't know what Barry does to them, but
they cook them
magic.
with love.
They do. They are very much made with love.
That's awesome. And I also want to mention, you guys have some really cute kids toys at your stores. They're so cute.
I forget that we have it, but both stores we call it the kitty corral. We had a mini fence made, and we put like the carpet that looks like grass.
Oh, really?
And so you can just like throw your kid in there while you're walking around, and they're not going to roam all over the store.
I love that.
But they have like mini. There's a mini excavator, I think. There's 2 or 3 ride-on tractors that they can just like play with in there, and they're contained, so they're not all over the dealership.
Yeah.
And we also have a ton of toys that Kubota has that are like play sets and the pullback 0 turns and whatnot that, pull them back and they skitter across the floor. I wish they had more toy options, but the ones they do have are really great.
Yeah, I was looking, I feel like I'm the one that was in the kitty corral. Like, I was looking at all the toys and stuff, and I was like, these are so cute.
They're really cute.
They're really cute. And I like that there's not like a ton of them, but the ones you do have, like you said, they're really cool, and there's like a nice variety of different things. But I need to come back by.
Yeah, come see the expanded lineup and building that we have now.
Maybe I'll come on out for Orange Days so I can
come get a donut.
Come check it out. I may or may not bring my dad because he might end up buying something ridiculously expensive that doesn't actually know how to use.
That's fine. We will teach people how to use it.
Oh, education.
You get an orientation with your delivery.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That way you're not just taking something home. You're like,
The amount of dealerships, I never do this with a thing. Other dealerships just give you your equipment, like in other cities, not around here. Just give you your equipment and they're like, hey, have fun. They don't give you any orientation. And
that's crazy.
A friend of ours, his dad bought something from another dealership several hours away. And he's like, can you ask my husband, can you FaceTime him and show him how to use this? Because they never taught him. I'm like, what do you mean? They just dropped off, a $60,000 tractor and just said, bye, have fun.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm making an investment,
we take care of our customers. We will teach you how to use it. If you have a question, just call us. We would much rather you call us and ask what you think is a dumb question versus accidentally blowing up your engine or doing something wrong or putting the wrong fluid in it. Just call us. Trust me, we've gotten weirder questions than what you're going to ask us.
I'm almost tempted to ask you what the weirdest question you've been asked is, but I won't do that to you. Although you're thinking now.
I'm thinking. I feel like something happened the other day that I was like, that's a new one.
We get all sorts of crazy questions at the chamber, and every day I'm like, yeah, that's a new one.
Yeah.
Let me write that one down.
The one that does kill me a little bit is people who like just don't know what they own. We had someone call yesterday and he said he had a Kubota Tiger King. Which
Tiger King?
First off is not even a thing. Skag has a tiger cat.
Oh.
They are both orange. And I'm like, okay, that's not what you have. Let's start over. What do you have?
See, we often get questions about like things that are going on in Bedford, and 9 times out of 10 I can answer your question. But occasionally somebody will call and they'll be like, hey, I hear you're having an event at the fairgrounds this weekend. I'm like interested in learning more. I'm like, fairgrounds? And then I have to take myself back for a second and go, oh, are you looking for Bedford, Virginia? And they're like, no, I'm in Bedford, Pennsylvania, or Bedford, Indiana, or Bedford, New York.
Indiana has some serious SEO power, because whenever I look up the Bedford County Fair, when it's that time of year, I'm like, I always click the one in Indiana. And I'm like, this is not the one I need.
Yes. And it's like super common. And whenever I have a question like that, where I don't immediately like grasp what they're asking me, I'm like, let me just ask, don't be offended. Are you in Bedford, Virginia? And 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no. And then I can reroute them to the Bedford chamber that they're looking for, because I do have their phone numbers written down.
You guys need to meet up and just have like a Bedford meeting.
I need to know what they're asking, like about Bedford, Virginia.
Yes.
Like that they're not, like they're calling like the Texas chamber or whatever. I'm just so interested. But yeah, if you ever have a question about Bedford, you can give us a call, or you can give the Welcome Center a call.
Virginia.
Bedford, Virginia, please.
Not Indiana.
No. And I dabble a little bit in Lynchburg, Franklin County, Roanoke knowledge. Just dabble. And Kayla can answer your Halifax questions, because that's where she's from. That's about the extent of it, though. Well, Leah, this has been a lot of fun.
It has. Thanks for having me back.
Of course. And I'm sure that in a year or two, you guys will have doubled everything that you currently offer. So we'll have to do this again.
Hopefully.
Maybe
we'll be on dealership number 3 by then.
That would be crazy. You might be tearing your hair out a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. But this has been awesome. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do so?
Our websites have all of our information. Those are Kubota of Lynchburg, Kubota of Lynchburg.com, and confidentequipment.com.
I love the Confident Equipment one. It makes it so easy.
One day they will all be under the same brand, but that's a very big project that has not happened yet.
One day. And you'll have all the tabs at the top like Old Navy and Gap.
Yes. It's a very expensive project.
There's a lot of information too. And especially because can you order like parts and stuff through your websites?
No, not yet. Kubota is moving towards e-commerce for parts, but they're not quite there yet.
E-commerce is its own thing.
Yeah, collectively all the dealerships are like, can we not?
Yeah, it gets complicated really fast.
You can just call us and we'll pull the part for you.
Yeah. Well, what are the phone numbers?
Confident is 540-947-4947, and Lynchburg is 434-239-2421. I have 4 phone numbers and 4 addresses in my brain, and sometimes I have to.
No, I'm like so impressed that you're able to do that off the top of your head. That's the mark of an amazing marketing person.
It's filling out 8,000 forms with everyone's contact info.
Well, Leah, thank you again for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in May.
Yes, come see us.
You're listening to Not Just Buildings, hosted by the Bedford-area Chamber of Commerce and produced by Media Squatch. There are so many great people working together to make the Bedford area a great place to live, work, and do business, and we hope that by telling their stories, our listeners are able to become more connected to our community. After all, there are so many hidden gems, services, resources, and amazing opportunities just waiting to be seized right here in the area of Bedford, Virginia. If you like this interview, I have great news for you. New episodes come out every week, and we have lots of episodes for you to catch up on in the meantime. Episodes are available on Media Squatch Plus, our producer's local streaming app, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our weekly newsletter, Facebook and website, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. If you want to learn more about us at the Chamber, we encourage you to check out our website, bedfordareachamber.com, or give us a call at 540-586-9401. Thanks so much for listening, and keep an ear out for the next episode of Not Just Buildings.